I'm Stephen Craig,
I'm the AI.
and this is the second episode of The Movie Review
Review
Show! Lee and I would like to thank all our family and friends for watching. We hope you're enjoying the show.
Okay, our show is all about reviewing movies. Steve and I go to our local theater, the Red Wing 8 Cinema, and we watch a movie and then we review it.
We're using a popcorn rating system, 1 to 10 popcorn. 1 popcorn being the worst, and 10 popcorn being the best.
This week's movie is a reimagining of a animated classic that premiered almost 80 years ago. And it's Dumbo.
Here's a trailer.
Welcome, baby Dumbo. We're all family here, no matter how small.
You have something very rare. You have wonder. You have mystique. You have magic. Wow! Come with me. Together, we can soar on an elephant's wings.
What's happening? Where are they taking her?
Take Dumbo back inside.
But she's his mom. Do something. He needs us. Look at me. We're gonna bring your mama home.
He doesn't look like magic to me.
Your children need you to believe in them.
You can do it, Dumbo. Show him. Fly, Dumbo. Fly. Baby of mine.
It's review time. I watched Dumbo the movie, and I also watched Dumbo the cartoon. Many people have said that the scene with the crows in Dumbo the cartoon is racist. It is. The leader of the crows is named Jim Crow. He's named after Jim Crow laws. Jim Crow laws were any laws that enforced racial segregation. By naming him Jim Crow, the Disney company was blatantly putting down African Americans and saying racial segregation was correct. Which is sad because you have this wonderful story of Dumbo and his mother with a huge chunk of racial hate right at the end. But I digress. We're here to review Dumbo the movie. I was really looking forward to this movie. You got Tim Burton directing. You got Michael Keaton and Danny DeVito together again. They're both in Batman Returns. And I thought, this is a can't-miss movie. And it wasn't a can't-miss movie. What do you think?
Yes, I agree. Given the big names involved and the Disney classic source material, I think, oh my god, this is going to be fantastic. And it wasn't fantastic, it wasn't horrible, but yeah, the acting fell short of the mark, and there's some other issues as well, which we'll get into in a bit. But
I agree about the acting. The acting was lackluster. Even Michael Keaton's acting wasn't as good as it should have been. I thought Danny DeVito did a good job.
yeah, he like every scene he was in, he did a very good job. Especially opening scenes, kept the energy level up, and a lot of times he does play a bad guy, but he played a good guy in this one. Whereas I think Michael Keaton was out of his element as a villain. I think Christopher Walken or Jack Nicholson would have been a better choice for the villain.
I thought the cartoon had a lot more emotion. I thought the movie was lacking emotion. There's a lot more love and sadness in the cartoon.
Yep, especially Dumbo getting separated from his mother is probably next to the Bambi losing his mother scene, the most famously sad moment in Disney film history, and this movie didn't really devote enough time and attention to that.
The ending of the cartoon, basically Dumbo flies in the circus for the first time, and all the people see him flying, and then they show some headlines of newspapers praising Dumbo, and then his mom's in the back of the train in a private Dumbo train car, and Dumbo's flying behind her, and then he slides on her trunk, and they hug, and that's the ending to the cartoon. The movie goes way past that.
Oh, for sure. Yeah, no spoilers. I'll just say the ending is upbeat and spectacular and visually stunning, and you'll leave the theater very happy. So that's all I'll say. It's better than, it's definitely a better ending.
Yeah, I thought the ending for the movie was better than the cartoon ending. I really liked the ending of the movie. There's a scene in the cartoon that Tim Burton chose not to do, and that is the Pink Elephants on Parade scene. In the cartoon, Timothy Q. Mouse and Dumbo get drunk by drinking water that has champagne that was actually poured into it, and they end up hallucinating the whole night.
Like a bad acid trip.
Right. Seeing Pink Elephants. Tim Burton didn't add that scene. He kind of alludes to it. Well, he kind of does the scene. These ladies are making bubbles with these big bubble circles, and they turn into pink elephants. And at first, I'm not sure if Dumbo's the only one seeing them, but then Max Manatee, Dan DeVito's character, says pink elephants, so you know he's seeing them too. And I don't know. I mean, I would have thought either do the scene fully or don't do it, in my opinion. But, I mean, he's the director. He gets to decide if he wants to do that or not.
Yeah, that's true. Given his penchant for macabre movies, it's kind of surprising that he didn't include that scene.
Yeah, I agree. You think he would, because it kind of seems like
it made rated PG anyway. So, but yeah, he kind of wussed out there. So
yeah, I mean, I think it's an artistic scene in the cartoon, and sometimes if you're going to do art, you might offend people. You know?
Yeah, that's what. Next to the crow scene, it's probably the most controversial scene in the original, and
I totally understand him not doing the crow scene.
Right, that one, he couldn't have done in today's environment. No,
so that wouldn't.
That was like a no-brainer. We're not going to do the crows, but the pink elephant scene. You know, if you really wanted to be edgy, he would have included it, but he just did a scaled-down version of it. So that's kind of I think that's a bad choice, but.
Well, we're going to give our scores. I'm going to give it a 7 popcorn. It wasn't what I thought it could be. I was expecting a perfect movie. I mean, you got Tim Burton directing, and then 2 great actors, and I was thinking it's going to be either a 9.5 or a 10, and it wasn't, so I had to give it a 7. 7 popcorn's my rating.
Okay. Yeah, I gave it slightly higher. I gave it 7.5. I thought it was basically it was an ambitious, visually stunning remake. Expansion of the original, darker, racist movie, but as we said, lackluster acting and some plot issues prevented it from being the 9.5 or 10 that you would have thought.
Quick question, ending question for this review: which you like better, the cartoon or the movie?
Oh, the live action.
Okay.
I just thought the original was just too dark and racist to me.
If the crow part wasn't in the cartoon, I actually would go with the cartoon. But you can't think of the cartoon without that part being in there. So.
Right, yeah, it's an infamous scene or famous scene from that movie, so it's kind of can't really separate them.
Well, we're going to show our scores, and then we're going to look up Rotten Tomatoes and also Metacritic and see how close their scores are to ours. We're looking at Rotten Tomatoes. The tomato meter is 48%, and the audience score is 60%.
Yep, so yeah, definitely people don't like it as much as we did. We didn't love it, but we liked it more. Put it that way.
Okay, now we're going to look up Metacritic. We're looking at Metacritic. The Metascore is 51, and the user score is 5.7. I didn't think it was a great movie, but I didn't think it was that bad.
Right. No, I agree. I think it was a solid movie, but 5.7 is like it's a mediocre movie, and even though it didn't reach its potential, given the players involved, it was still much better than a mediocre movie. So I guess we have to agree to disagree on this.
I agree. To disagree. It's time for Steven's Weekly Recommendation. What is Steven's Weekly Recommendation? Each episode, I recommend something that I think is awesome. This episode's recommendation is Super Smash Bros. Ultimate for the Nintendo Switch. Why do I think this game is awesome? The single-player campaign. It is humongous. As you progress through the single-player campaign, area after area after area opens up. I can't emphasize how huge the single-player campaign is. It feels endless, and that is awesome. Here's the trailer for Super Smash Bros. Ultimate.
More fighters, more battles, more fun. Super Smash Bros. Ultimate, only on Nintendo Switch.
Well, it's the end of the episode, and as always, we end it with Lee's Joke of the Week. Right, Lee?
Mm-hmm. Actually, there's 4 jokes. They're all real short, and they're all elephant themed.
Oh, cool. I like
Okay,
that.
so-
I like that.
All right, so first one. What do you get when you cross an elephant with a rhino?
Alphino. I
Ah!
knew that one. I knew that one.
What the elephant say to a naked man?
I don't know.
Nice, but can you breathe out of it?
Ha 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 ha. Ooh, that's funny. Okay.
What time is it when an elephant sits on your fence?
I don't know.
Time to get a new fence.
Ha ha ha.
Last one.
Last one.
Fourth one. What do elephants... No, what's the elephant's motto when they're depressed or things aren't going well?
I don't know.
Keep on trunking.
Ha ha ha. Well, that's the end of this episode, and as always, we'll be
We'll be
watching
for you.